What are some of the biggest challenges you face in your job, and how do you handle them?
We're talking about at a higher education level. Probably some of the biggest challenges I have are, and I think maybe in general in teaching, is getting people from point A to point B. That's kind of your job as an educator at large, is helping people grow. So meeting students where they are. People come from a lot of different backgrounds, different professional experiences, different yeah, just different knowledge sets. And so meeting students where they are in terms of academic expectation and taking them from being a student to being a teacher and being someone who at the end of their journey here at WSSU is ready to enter the classroom and ready to get a job. So yeah.
Love to hear that. All right, what are some of the most rewarding aspects of working in the profession?
Same thing, seeing people move from point A to point B. I love seeing people grow, and it's really fulfilling seeing or understanding that you are part in someone's growth in one way or another. Also love being at HBCU, love that. And then just in general, I'll say at large within physical education, adapted, kinesiology at large. I love seeing communities healthier. I love seeing people learn how to take ownership of their health and how to go back to their families and their communities and be able to implement some of the things that they learned. So I love those things.
Awesome, awesome. How do you stay current with like trends, research, or changes in physical education or recreation?
Oh, that's a good question. I read. Simply, reading is so important. And I always joke because growing up, I did not like reading. I have a learning disability. And so I always used to be like, people will always be like, oh, Dr. King loved to read. Abraham Lincoln loved to read. If you want to be successful, you gotta read. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be successful without reading. And I learned different coping skills and stuff like that. But I learned it's like, no, it really is important to read though, because knowledge is constantly advancing. Things are constantly changing. And so you don't want to be the person who is outdated teaching information that's 20, 30 years old and has no relevance to people. And especially as an educator, you have a responsibility to give people the most current information on health and in this context, teaching. So I read scholarship, peer-reviewed articles. I also write and publish in peer-reviewed articles as well. It keeps me on my toes, and it definitely keeps me thinking about how am I going about things in a scientific and systematic way.
Okay, that's good. What advice would you give someone like me who wants to enter into this field within the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, I definitely say get your certifications. There's no such thing as too many certifications. If you can be a licensed, I forgot I also was a licensed CPR first aid and AED instructor. I was also a coach. I also was a lifeguard. So whatever certifications you can get those certifications, because it can always benefit you in one way or another. It makes you more marketable. I would also say expand your network. A lot of times I think sometimes you may have an idea, and I know I did, like when you graduate, this is the type of job you're gonna get, or this is what you envision your life to look like, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to get there. So be patient with yourself, and to give yourself that opportunity to grow, and take advantage of the opportunities that are put out in front of you, because you never know where it could lead.
That's some great advice. All right, how's your career path changed over time, and what did you do? Would you do anything different?
It changed over time in that I envisioned myself, at some points I envisioned myself as a general physical education teacher, and I was like, I think I like adapted more. So I kind of pivoted into adapted and loved that. And then at some points I was thinking, I think I want to be in the nonprofit space. Sometimes I was thinking I wanted to be public education, or then I ended up being higher ed. And I don't know that I would necessarily change anything. I'm very happy with my career trajectory thus far, and kind of to the point of having multiple certifications, kinesiology, exercise science. At large, we are a degree, like you have to have the degree and the certification. So having multiple certifications and extending my knowledge area and my skill set and my expertise really has allowed me to kind of pivot to different avenues. So I can continue to grow professionally and personally as things feel fulfilling.
Awesome, awesome. Our last question: do you feel this career aligns with your professional interests, values, and lifestyle, and why or why not?
Yeah, absolutely. As a physical, first of all, as an educator in general, it's a beautiful lifestyle. I'm trying to tell people, listen, from when it comes to, I'll start with the schedule. I love having my schedule. I like protecting my time, and I love a job that doesn't require me to work on weekends. That I'm a morning person, so I'm up at 7. I'm done with my day by 2, 3 o'clock, and then that's my day, and the rest of the time is mine. For having a family, it's really beautiful because you don't really have to worry about taking vacation time. Like I have friends who work in corporate and they'll be like, oh, I have to request time off. I'm like, oh, I forgot that was a thing, right? Because I have all my vacation days, I have all my holidays, so that's a really beautiful thing. And it's also really rewarding as well. And as far as my values are concerned, I was kind of always raised with well, there was a lot of educators in my extended family, but the kind of philosophy that it's just like, once you do know better, do better, and once you do better, teach others to do better too. Like you don't just learn a good thing and then just keep it for yourself. Like, that's how community grows. And so as an educator, regardless of the setting that I'm in, it's my way of, this is what I learned, let me share with you that knowledge so that you can take it and do with it what you want, and hopefully build up healthier communities around you.
That's good. Well, that's the end that is the end of the interview, and I really appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right, of course.